Good morning, my precious friend. Stop for a moment. Right there, wherever you are. Maybe you're sitting by that old window where the dawn sneaks in, or cradling a warm mug, the steam curling up like a memory of simpler days. Feel your heartbeat, soft and steady. It's still here, still fighting. Life's been long, hasn't it? Joyful years, tear-stained nights, and everything in between. But listen, God's whispering your name this morning. You, with all your scars and stories, are the one He cherishes. Don't turn away yet. Take a deep breath. Let the world fade and stay with me. His love is calling you now. I know mornings can feel different these days. Maybe you woke up to a quiet house, the kind of stillness that echoes with memories. Some sweet, some bittersweet. Perhaps your knees creaked as you got out of bed, or your hands trembled just a bit as you poured your coffee. Life has a way of piling up, doesn't it? Years of raising kids, working hard, weathering storms. Those years leave their mark. Some of you might be thinking about your family, your son who's so far away, your daughter who's juggling too much, or grandkids you pray for every night. You wonder if they're safe, if they'll find their way. And then there are the nights, oh, those long nights, when sleep slips through your fingers and your mind wanders to old regrets, unanswered prayers, or worries about tomorrow. Maybe you've lost someone dear, and the ache sits heavy in your chest, like a stone you can't set down. Or perhaps it's the world itself that weighs on you. The news, the chaos, the way things aren't what they used to be. It's like a storm sometimes, isn't it? The winds howl, the waves rise, and you feel tossed about, wondering if you've got the strength to keep going. But listen to me now, my friend. God sees it all. He's counted every tear you've cried, even the ones you brushed away so no one would notice. He knows the burdens you've carried, the battles you've fought, the silent fears that creep in when the house is dark. He's not some distant figure watching from the clouds. No, He's right here, closer than the air you breathe, nearer than your next heartbeat. He's been with you through every hard day, every restless night, and He's not leaving now. That storm you feel, He's ready to calm it. That weight on your shoulders, He's reaching out to lift it. You're not alone this morning, not for a second. Let me share what God says to you today, straight from His heart to yours. I am your Father, your rock, your safe harbor. I've walked beside you through every season, the bright spring days and the cold gray winters. I've seen you laugh, I've seen you weep, and I've held you through it all. This morning, I'm wrapping you in my peace, a peace so deep and wide, it's like a river flowing through your soul, washing away the dust of worry. It's like a warm quilt on a chilly dawn, covering you from head to toe, soothing every ache, every doubt. I'm chasing away the shadows of sadness, scattering the clouds that dim your spirit. I'm here to lift you up, to put a spark of joy in your eyes, to bring a smile to your face as the sun climbs higher. I am a keeper of promises, my friend, and my word never fails. I promised to never leave you, and I haven't, not once, not ever. When you felt lost in the wilderness of life, I was your guide, lighting the path. When troubles came knocking, whether sickness, heartache, or foes, I was your shield standing firm. I've pulled you from deep waters, rescued you from dangers you didn't even know were there. Remember that time you thought all was lost when the night seemed endless? I was there, whispering hope, turning the tide. And I'm still here, still working miracles for you. There's so much more ahead, wonders you can't yet see. I'm your protector, watching over you day and night, like a shepherd tending his flock through the hills and valleys. Picture this. My arms are like a fortress around you, strong and steady, keeping you safe from the storms. My love is like the morning sun, soft at first, then growing brighter, warming every corner of your being. I delight in you. Yes, you. When you wake and say, "Good morning, Lord," it's music to my ears. When you whisper a prayer, even a shaky one, I'm listening with all my heart. I see you praying for your family, your kids, your grandkids, your friends. And oh, how it moves me, my dear one. In the quiet of your heart, you lift them up. Your daughter who's carrying the weight of the world, your son who's wandered far from home, the grandkids whose laughter once filled your days but now feels distant. You whisper their names, your voice trembling with love, with hope, with a mother's or father's longing. And let me tell you this, those prayers aren't lost, not a single one. They don't drift away into the ether or fade into the silence. No, they're precious seeds I'm gathering in my hands, planting deep in the soil of my grace. I'm tending them, watering them with my mercy, and in time, my perfect time, you'll see the blessings bloom. A harvest of peace for your children, joy for your grandchildren, comfort for your friends. You may not see it yet, but I do. Trust me with them, just as you trust me with your own life. I know how much you love them, how their struggles tug at your soul. You've lain awake, haven't you, wondering if they'll be okay, if they'll find their way through this tangled world? But I don't want you bound by fear, my child, or chained by anxiety that wraps around your heart like a cold, heavy chain. You've carried enough, haven't you? Years of worry, decades of care. Those lines on your face tell a story of battles fought for the ones you hold dear. But here's my promise. You don't have to carry it alone anymore. Lay it down now, right here at my feet. Give it to me. Unclench your hands. Let those burdens slip away like sand through your fingers. I'm reaching out to take them, to lift the weight that's bowed your shoulders too long. I'm your answer, you see, when the questions pile up like unpaid bills on the kitchen table. Why this? When that? I'm your strength when the load feels too heavy, when your legs wobble and your spirit sags. I've saved you before, haven't I? Think back, those moments when the night was darkest, when hope seemed a faint flicker, and yet here you are, still standing. I've parted the seas for you, carved a path through raging waters when you thought you'd drown. I've calmed the winds that howled around you, silencing the storms with a single word. I've taken ashes, broken dreams, lost years, and turned them into beauty, weaving a tapestry of grace from the threads of your life. My love for you, my precious one, is deeper than the widest ocean. Its currents strong and endless, pulling you close. It's stronger than the mightiest mountain, unshaken by time or trial. You're mine, etched into my hands, cradled in my heart. No force can snatch you away. No darkness can overcome you. You're safe here, held fast in my embrace, forever and always. Feel me now, right here, right where you sit. I'm the stillness in the air, the gentle nudge in your spirit. I'm the one who wipes away tears and replaces them with hope. I'm not just promising you a better day. I'm giving it to you starting now. You're not too old, too tired, or too broken for my love. I've got plans for you, good plans, plans to lift you higher than you've ever been. Trust me, my child, I'm working all things for your good. Now, my dear friend, let's make this morning a turning point. I've got 3 things for you to do. Simple steps to welcome my peace, and power into your day. First, give me your heart. Don't hold anything back. Don't let fear stop you. If you can, kneel by your chair or just bow your head right where you are. Say it with me. Lord, I'm yours. I'm not here to judge you, not here to dredge up old mistakes. I'm here to give you life, rich, full, overflowing life. Surrender those worries, the what ifs, the whys, and let me fill you with hope. My plans for you are good, always have been, always will be. I want you to feel my love, not just know it, feel it deep in your bones. Second, lift your hands, or just your spirit, and give thanks. Take a moment now, think of one thing you're grateful for. Maybe it's the warmth of your home, the sound of a bird outside, the memory of a kind word someone said. Say it out loud. Thank you, Lord. Even if the day ahead looks cloudy, thank me for the strength to face it. Gratitude is like a key. It unlocks your heart, lets the light in. It's like planting a seed that grows into joy. I love hearing your thanks, and I promise you, I'll pour out blessings bigger than you can imagine. Blessings for you, for your family, for the days ahead. Third, step into this day with trust. Open your eyes, take a deep breath, and know I'm right beside you. When troubles come, and they might, don't let them pull you under. Look to me instead. Say, Jesus, I trust you, and watch me make a way where there seems to be none. Every morning, let your first words be praise. Your first thought be faith. I'll give you eyes to see the good I'm doing, ears to hear my voice above the chaos. I'm your guide through every twist and turn, your companion through every sunrise. You're not walking alone. I'm holding your hand. Rise now, my dear friend. You're stronger than you know, braver than you feel, even when the mirror shows a face etched with time. You're not just getting by, not just surviving the days. You're shining in my love, a light that glows brighter with every sunrise. Picture yourself like an oak tree, standing tall in a quiet field. Your roots sink deep into my grace, drinking from a well that never runs dry. Your branches stretch high, reaching through every storm life has thrown your way. The winds may howl, fierce and wild, bending your leaves, rattling your resolve. But they can't uproot you. No, your foundation is me, unshakable, eternal. I've planted dreams in your heart, haven't I? Dreams of peace that settles like a soft blanket over your soul, of joy that bubbles up like a spring after a long winter, of victory that lifts you above the battles you've fought. I'm bringing them to life, step by gentle step, unfolding them like flowers in the morning light. I've set a path before you, a winding trail through the years, and I'm lighting it with my promise, a lantern glowing steady and true. You will overcome, my child, you will. Today I bless you with peace that flows like a steady stream, strength that rises like the morning sun, and joy that dances like leaves in the breeze. You are my beloved, my treasure, my child, and I'm with you every moment of this new day. So go forward now, head held high, heart full of faith. I love you, always have, always will. Amen.